Hello developers. If you are a junior developer who is struggling with programming problems, then please join my channel. I will actually let you go through all these problems which most of the developers are actually facing while interviewing. So in this problem statement, we will actually remove even integers from an array. So left side is actually the input array and right side is actually an output array. It means that we will be returning a new array, and it will contain all the odd integers which are existing in our array. Always remember one thing while solving most of the programming problems, that in most of the programming problems you will be returning a new array. You will not need to modify the existing array. So remember this point, that there are very few programming problems which actually require from the candidate that they should actually return the existing array. So the method prototype is here. You can see it here that it is an actually input array, and left side is actually the output array. It is actually require us that this method signature that it will have an output array. So how we will approach this problem? So we will see it now that how we will approach this problem. Now to solve this problem, it's a given array which will be given to us, and first we will need to iterate each integer of an array. So we will actually use an iterator. So for this I will actually recommend that we can actually use any simple for loop which will be iterating each element. So in this for loop, as you know, that it can be a syntax, and I will be actually represent the index of our array. So to access any integer of an array, we can use this syntax like this, ARR, and it will be actually the name of the variable of an array, and I will be actually the index of an array. So using this syntax, we access each element of an array, or at particular index we can access the element. So we will iterate each element of an array, and we will check if an element is an even element. We will not push it in our result array. I am talking about pushing an array because we are using a Java programming language here in our simple program. So it means that we don't need to push in our array. We can actually have to declare a variable array, and then we will just need to access that particular result array, and then we will update the index of that array. The reason is it's a fixed size array in Java. In Java we are not using the dynamic array, so we don't need to push in our result array. We just need to actually update the elements in our Java array because it's a fixed size array. So it means that we will need to also have a size, or we will actually have to know about the size before solving this problem. So to know about the size of array, we will actually first iterate each element of an array, and we will see, because our result array will only contain the odd elements, we will actually the count of the odd elements, and then we will fix the size of an array. So to know that whether an element or integer is even, we can use a remainder. It's a simple ampersand symbol in our programming problem, and it is available in most of our programming languages like C, C++, Java. Ampersand is available. So what does it do? It actually tells us the remainder of our integers. We can actually, like this, if we have a given 10 and we have used this with 3, then what does it mean? It means that we will divide 10 by 3. If we divide 10 by 3, then we will have a 1, as a remainder. So the output will be the 1. So we are actually solving the problem for removing even integers from an array. So it means that our result should be equal to 0 here. We will iterate each element. So it means that if a given number, while we will be iterating each element, is divisible by 2, and result should be equal to 0 in our case. So 2 ampersand 2 is equal to 0. So it determines that the given element is an even. So let's solve the program along with me. So let's solve the problem. To solve the problem, we will actually returning the elements, all the elements in our array which are odd. So first we will need to create a result array with a size equal to the number of odd elements in our array. So we actually create a result array here. It will contain the size of an odd element. I must call it odd element length. So I should declare it as well. So we go through each element of an array and determine whether an element is an odd or not. If an element is an odd, then we will actually increment this length of an array. We can use ampersand . So the result array must have the same size of an odd element's length, because result array will only contain the odd elements. So the next part we will actually put the values from an array to the resulted array. So for that part we can iterate the array again. So we can use the curly braces. So we will also need the result index as well, because we will update it after putting each element into the result array. So we can write like this. And we can simply return the result value. So let's compile. It's compiling, so we can see, test it out. Now code is compiling. We can see the result as well. Code is will actually create an array, the example one.